Guys, welcome to another gameplay review of mine. We are playing Viego Jungle and we are starting right at the red buff. We are, yeah, this video is just another showcase of how to climb very fast, consistent, and without much effort. As a jungler, playing a bruiser, mainly champions like Viego, Vi, and Jarvan, maybe also Xin Zhao and stuff. You know what I mean, these kind of champions. And they are really strong right now in the meta. And you should definitely pick them up if you didn't play them yet. So basically, the plan is always going to be a full clear into some kind of gank or any situational moment where you can impact the game or not. Doesn't matter. You just full clear. It's very it's boring. It's boring, but it works. You will climb definitely with the strategy. So I recalled here. Let me put down the video settings a little bit because it's getting a little bit too weird with the freezes and stuff. So all this really is, it's just you are full clearing. Again, you look at bot lane, nothing to do there. Mid lane is a bit hard to gank because Diana is full HP. But what you can do sometimes if the mid lane is too hard and goes on into fight mode all the time, you can just hide here and wait for the enemy mid laner to engage on yours, so you have easier time to kill them, right? If they use their mobility spells and to engage, they will have to flash away, and Diana will do that in sometimes, and you will see it. And we are getting the set again because top lane is the most volatile lane, right? And God, this fucking Yorick just almost destroyed the entire gameplay. But we got to survive this for now. So now I want to still impact this lane somehow because I have my ult now, right? And then I see the Viego starts to the set is starting to trade again, and then I use that opportunity and ult him to death. Perfect. And we could have perhaps also dove the Pantheon or not. In both cases, I died because my recall was very risky. But it's fine. What are my items? As always, we are rushing the Thundered Sky. Why? Because it's the most gold efficient. It's also like, it gives you damage, it gives you some defensive abilities, and it's a perfect like overall item, right? Like it's well rounded. There's nothing right really sticking out of it, like any major weakness. So we are rushing it. It's cool. It works out. So let me remove those shadows as well. It's just so annoying, man. Shadows are disgusting. So as I said here, if the enemy mid laner is very aggressive and your mid laner knows how to position himself, you can get some bait engages and then you can just jump on them. This time Diana flashed out and now she had to recall because I made that move. And for me, that's a victory in my book because mid laner without flash, right? He's not gonna try and do too much crazy stuff. And as you know, I'm just farming as always, full clearing. And this is like the more of the rare situations where I just start doing the grubs. Why? Because my Yorick was already on the move and already was hitting the grubs. Because what I tell most or say to most low elo players, or what I would suggest more like, is that do not start objectives if your teammates do not like react whatsoever, because the moment the enemy jungle comes in, it's literally a coin flip on which mid laner is gonna move. Sometimes even the mid laner is gonna move that has no push, right? It's very depending on the person. So here's Seth, or again, he's a little bit inty, so he gets shit on. We are destroying this turret quite a bit. Like, I have to say, this turret got shit on just because Seth traded with low HP. And all I'm thinking about is, oh my god, I have two camps bot lane. I just want to recall and get them. So what do I have? I have my Sundered Sky and I have cooldown reduction boots. You might say, why do you have cooldown reduction boots on Viego? That's so troll. Well, I know I know that Viego scales better with on-hit items because he has a double strike, right? But let's be honest, it's safer to have some kind of other, um, like more defensive or more safer variation. I know, it's boring. And I'm yawning again because games are so boring but easy to win in this elo, right? Yawning and yawning. It's boring, but we are winning LP, so I'm not complaining too much. I'm kind of complaining, but not too much. And then I try to dive this Pantheon, it completely fails because it's what is it? It's like his E ability is just such a fucking pain in the ass, man. I swear to God, that champion without his E ability would be completely useless, but he has that E ability, so he's now very broken. So what do we have here in my itemization, item inventory? We have the pickaxe, some health, some AD. Right, like health and AD is always a good combination. There, you can't do wrong with building health, really. As a melee champion, it's just completely wasted to not build health, because health is just broken in the current meta. Especially in the meta where everyone is just getting one shot left and right. So I'm full clearing again. As you know, perhaps you watched my latest video on Jarvan and how I completely stomped on enemy laners, enemy team with 12-0 or something in my score. Once you hit level 11, 12, 13, something like that, you have to start contesting objectives, especially if the enemy has already done 2 drakes. Or has the Void Grabs, right? At some point, if it gets too risky, that the enemy might be getting a, what is it called, a soul, dragon soul, or they might contest the herald. That's when you have to, that's the moment where the alarm rings have to start bell, like in your mind, in your ears or whatever, right? That's the time where you have to start thinking about objectives. You can always ignore, or most of the times you can ignore the first 2 dragons and counter jungle instead, or get a tower dive top, or you know what, it doesn't matter what you do, but it's best to just ignore the first 2 dragons. Now I'm rushing to the herald, as you can see, because heralds, like I said, it's a game opener, it's a game winner. So we are chasing the set off. I'm getting the stun off and then we kill him. And now I'm flashing on this motherfucker, but yeah, of course he has his E up. Why not? Why shouldn't he have his E up? I'm just dumb for flashing there. Anyway, so we're doing this herald now because 1 herald equals almost always 2 turrets. At least 1 turret. And how do you get the Nexus? By killing turrets. Easiest that. So this Elise is quite interesting running into me. Very convenient to kill her. And then I do this weird snake thing with the herald and I completely fail, but at the same time I'm not failing. It's very funny. Anyway, so we get those turrets. We even get the 3rd turret. Did you just see what the herald did there? That's why I love the herald and I hate every other objective. It's like, it's the only objective that directly impacts the game state. It opens up the map, it gives gold, it gives XP for the globally. It's crazy. And now the Atakan, of course, I don't have to mention this guy at all. He gives global XP and it's crazy. Sometimes I just go like extreme. I don't know how much he gives you, but I feel like he gives you easily an entire level. Almost. I don't know. I didn't see how much XP it gave me, but it gives a lot. Like, it's very... you can't feel it. So anyway, the next dragon is up again. As you can see, guys, once the mid game is arriving, when you're like 11, 12, 13, 14 levels, right? Objectives start to like just... they just appear one after another, and there's always action on the map, and there's no time to farm. And this is the reason why you have to farm in the early game. You have to have some kind of system in place, and they surrender. So as you can see, the difference between me and Pantheon is crazy astonishing. Ah, yeah, it was the Eclipse I was talking about in the early game. Eclipse is one of those strong items I would consider very broken right now. Same with Sundered Sky. As you can see, it regenerated 1.2k health. It let me crit every time, just 12 crits for free. 100% crit. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy effects. This item is also very strong. So the difference between me and Pantheon, as you can see, the farm numbers, because he was running around the map trying to do stuff, or I don't know, ambush people. I don't know what he did, but he completely failed for sure at that what he was doing. He may have got 2 dragons, I'm not sure. But in the end, I won because I was stronger than him in the 2v2s and 3v3s and 1v1s, right? So that was that. As you can see, I have 3-4 items. He has only 2 items. I just completely fucked him over. I mean, 70 CS. 70 CS is around, I don't know, 700 gold, 800 gold of difference. And then if you consider all my 5 kills, yeah, it's huge. It's very huge, the difference. And I hope you like this video, guys. It's just a showcasing of how to play the jungle if you're playing a bruiser like Viego, Vi, Jarvan, anything in that sense that can gank but also is very strong in a 1v1 and well-rounded. The name of the game is being well-rounded, consistent, and low effort. That's how you want to climb. Anyway, if you like this video, guys, drop a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what you want to see next, which champion you want to see next perhaps, and we'll see you again soon. Ciao ciao.